What is up, everybody? Daniel Rock Zero Way back here on video. 1998 Year in Review continues with ECW's Living Dangerously. Bam Bam Bam, bow down, but jump down, bow bow. Let's get right to it and not waste any more time. Jerry Lynn and Chris Chetti defeats the fully blooded Italians in a nice opening tag team match. You have Tracy Smothers, the NWA World Heavyweight Champion, the former NWA Champion in Tommy Rich, and you have Little Guido. This is a good match overall, 5.5 out of 10, and Jerry Lynn and Chris Chetti gets the victory. Which is interesting is Tommy Rich loses the Italian flag in the crowd. Someone in the crowd grabs the flag and then raises it up and slings it all around so you cannot see the finish of the match. Thanks a lot, you fucking ECW mark. Masato Tanaka defeats, well, he's supposed to face Kane Namoto. Unfortunately, he has to be replaced. Who he has to be replaced by? Doug fucking Furnace. When I see Doug Furnace on my screen, I do this. That's my fucking face. And believe me, this face pops up later during the show when a certain disgusting, disturbing, ugly sight comes into play a little later on. Anyways, Doug Furnace he replaces Kanemoto, and this is a terrible match, but it's all because of Tanaka's fault, because he kept on botching a lot. He goes for his roaring elbow, but he hesitates like 10 seconds, and it's more awkward than the last 8 seconds of my video and the Hulk Hogan dancing video. You know the video I'm talking about. Yeah, that's right. I make fun of my own self. Of course I do. Bad match. 3 out of 10. Next up, Rob Van Dam defeats the returning Too Cold Scorpio. This is basically a one-off pay-per-view match, I believe, for Too Cold Scorpio. His one and only ECW pay-per-view match. Too Cold Scorpio will take the loss in this great match, although it's a very, very long match. About 28 fucking minutes long, and it's about 10 minutes too long. However, a great match nevertheless, a 7.5. Out comes Sabu, out comes the Sandman, they beat each other up. Too Cold Scorpio gets rolled up by Rob Van Dam, and RVD gets the victory. Rob Van Dam, he goes for a handshake. He takes his hand out and like, whoop, like that. And then Too Cold Scorpio said, "You're not going to shake my hand, but I'm going to shake your hand. And you are a better man tonight, but I will always be the better man than you," which was confusing as fuck. He clotheslines Rob Van Dam. Sabu beats him up. Sandman comes in for the save, and Too Cold Scorpio and the Sandman, they party. And the Sandman gets jiggy with it. Come on and get jiggy with it. No. Come on and get jiggy with it. Get jiggy with it. Sandman got down and got funky with the men in black. The men in black. The men in black. 7.5 out of 10. Solid match, albeit too long. We're supposed to get Sabu versus the Sandman in a dueling cage match, but it's getting too violent for fucking pay-per-view. Whatever that means. Next up, we have a triple threat tag team match between New Jack, Spike Dudley, the Dudley Boys, Axl Rotten, Balls Mowing. But before we talk about that, Joel Gertner says this iconic line, and I'm going to quote him in every fucking review from here on out. Joel Gertner is the man whose wit is more tongue-in-cheek than a lesbian orgy. You can call me Joel. Your girlfriend has me on speed dial because she likes the way I star 69 her. Gertner. New Jack and Spike Dudley, they go up top on a fucking balcony that's about 30 feet in the air. And they do simultaneous dives off of the balcony through the Dudley Boys through some tables. Crazy shit. In the end, New Jack and Spike Dudley surprisingly get the victory in a surprisingly good match. With New Jack in the ring, you would think this match would be shit. This match is actually not too bad. A 6 out of 10. I quite enjoy it. What I enjoyed a lot, however, except the fucking ending of it because it disgusted me so badly, was Tommy Dreamer defeating Just Incredible in a decent match, a 6 out of 10. A good match, However, it would have gotten a 6 point. Actually, never mind. A 6 out of 10. But I have to talk about this match. Okay, so you have Beulah McGillicuddy, who has a neck brace on. Because I believe this is around the time she got 3D'd by the Dudley Boys. I'm pretty sure she got 3D'd by the Dudley Boys around this time period. That's why she has a neck brace on. Nicole Bass is out there, and she's this big, muscular, fucking ugly freak. God rest her soul. I'm sorry. But she was big and muscular. Much more muscular than Chyna. Now, Mikey Whipwreck comes out. And so Nicole Bass beats up Beulah McGillicuddy. And I want to ask you this question. What in professional wrestling is the most disgusting sight you have ever seen? Is it Triple H making sweet, sweet, sweet love to a mannequin that's supposed to be a dead woman in Katie Vick? Ooh. Is it Road Warrior Hawk falling off of a Titantron off screen to his presumed death? What is the most disgusting moment? Is it Mae Young giving birth to a hand? Is it Choppy Choppy Pee Pee? Is it all them damn stink faces? Well, I'll tell you what the most disgusting moment in all professional wrestling. It's Nicole Bass's boob popping out. Oh, God. Yes, it really happens. This really happens. After beating up Beulah, right before Mikey Whipwreck was dead in the middle of this ring, and he has to look. He is in plain sight of this. So once Mikey Whipwreck enters the ring, Nicole Bass's titty pops out of her dress. Her tit pops out of her dress, and Mikey Whipwreck was like, he played it off like he wasn't going to throw up, but it wasn't supposed to happen. And Nicole Bass quickly put her boob back into her dress. It's disgusting. Immediately when I saw that, I immediately saw it, and I immediately ran to the bathroom and vomited. It's one of the most disgusting things ever. Triple H making sweet, sweet, sweet love to a dead mannequin that's supposed to be a dead woman, or fucking, is nowhere near as gross. Nicole Bass's titty pops out on live pay-per-view. Again, rest in peace. Sorry, Nicole Bass, have to make fun of you for your own expenses, but your titty pops out. Oh, God. Why couldn't it have been Beulah's titty popping out? Why couldn't it have been Francine's boob pop out? Or Sonny's boob pop out? No, instead we get Nicole Bass's titty pop out, and we have to wait until 2016, or whatever that stupid movie was, that porno with Sonny, before we get to see her getting fucked. Oh, God. Anyways, this is a fine match, even though we had to see Nicole Bass's titty pop out. Thankfully, it's blurred, but it happens so quickly, but it's very noticeable. A 6 out of 10. Next up, Bam Bam Bigelow and Taz basically destroy each other in a very good match, as Bam Bam Bigelow in his hometown of Asbury Park, New Jersey, captures the ECW World TV title in a great match. This is most known for Taz is on the back with a the Taz mission. I can't pronounce the real word for it. He's on the back of Bam Bam, choking him out. Bam Bam jumps onto his back, and they go right through the ring. A hole is encaved into the ring. It's fucking nuts. It's fucking crazy. And then Bam Bam pops... Bam Bam drags him out and pins him 1, 2, 3, and Bam Bam Bigelow wins back, or captures rather, the television title in a good match, a 7 out of 10. When you see the moment where Taz basically dies, it's a fucking incredible moment. Taz, you fucking crazy bastard. I like this match. I like these two feuding. Very legitimate. Very legitimate. It just felt like two guys beating the piss out of each other. I love feuds like these. I love guys like Roman Reigns and Braun Strowman beating the piss out of each other. Or Sting versus Vader beating the piss out of or Vader versus anybody. Or Bam Bam versus anybody. I don't like flips. I don't like kicks. I don't like loop-de-loops. I don't like suicide dives and fucking technical bullshit matches with 1,000 high spots. And if you have 1,000 high spots, well, guess what? There is no high spots. I love two guys going in there and beating the piss out of each other. Love this match. 7 out of 10. Then we had to make some time. So Paul Heyman demands them to show Sabu versus the Sandman. So Sabu versus the Sandman, which happens earlier on. Rob Van Dam dresses up as Sabu, which is the very few times we see Rob Van Dam with his sexy, long, brunette hair all the way down. There's only a few times where you can see Rob Van Dam's hair all the way down. It's here, SummerSlam 2002 against Chris Benoit, and a few other times where his hair is all the way down. Fucking cool. Sabu defeats the Sandman in a much better match than November to Remember. 4.5 out of 10. Then we get to the main event. We have Shane Douglas and Chris Candido. Shane Douglas is your ECW World Heavyweight Champion. Chris Candido is one half of the ECW Tag Team Champions. They betrayed and kicked Lance Storm out to the curb. Lance Storm is the other half of the Tag Team titles. He has to have a mystery partner. And his mystery partner is you look at it, it's very trivial look. It's fucking Sonny. Sonny is the fucking ring announcer. Speaking of ring announcers, by the way, before I move on, since I done fucked up here, Janet Jameson was on this show. So you're telling me we see Nicole Bass's titty pop out accidentally, but we can't get fucking Janet Jameson's titty pop out? Makes me angry. At least Jacqueline at Capital Combat or Capital Carnage makes up for it. Anyways, back to it. Sonny is the mystery partner. And I guess because Lance Storm, they play it off like it's a smart move. Chris Candido is not going to hurt Sonny. Shane Douglas is not going to be allowed to hurt Sonny. This match, up until the real surprise, is a bunch of shit. Sonny's awful in every step of the way. She couldn't even betray Lance Storm like she was supposed to. Instead, she botches so badly and so piss poorly. Earlier in the show, I said Masato Tanaka hesitated for what seemed to be 10 whole seconds. It was only about 3 seconds. But it was the longest 3 seconds ever, and it's very, very awkward. You take that times 10,000. Sonny has cookie sheets in her hand. Has a cookie sheet or some sort of sheet in her hand. And she's supposed to betray Lance Storm. Okay? But she does this. She stops dead in her tracks. So Chris Candido is his hands tied because of Lance Storm. He's holding him back. Shane Douglas is behind Lance Storm. He kicks him. Chris Candido reverses it so Lance Storm gets hit. Okay. So Sonny, like Lex Luger at Uncensored 1996, but a lot more obvious here, Sonny stops herself right dead in her tracks when she's supposed to hit Chris Candido. It goes like this. And then Chris Candido's like, what the fuck? Begs says, Sonny, don't hit me, don't hit me. And then she swings and a miss. I can't describe it, you just have to watch it. She swings and a miss on Lance Storm. She hits him with a shot that goes about this far from his face with the cookie sheet. So you have Sonny doing this. And then, that far away to Lance Storm. I can't describe it any better than that. I cannot reenact it any better than that. Okay? It's fucking horrible. Okay? If I had another person with me, I'd demonstrate it. But it's fucking shitty. Take my word for it. But then the real surprise comes out. It's Al Snow. And he has this mannequin head. And you have all these strobe lights and all these fucking lasers. It's like we're at a fucking dance club in Miami. So the camera goes all whirly board on us like a fucking whirlpool. The camera goes upside down, and it's fucking annoying. But it's cool as shit. So the camera keeps on going like this. Keeps on fucking going like this when Al Snow goes out. And keeps on zooming in like this. And like this. And like fucking this. And goes upside down like this. Like fucking this. Because Al Snow's out here. And then you have the fucking mannequin heads. People with the mannequin heads, they're bouncing their fucking head. They're bouncing head up and down. And the fucking camera keeps on going like this, every time they bop the head up and down. You getting fucking dizzy? That's exactly what it was. It was like this, and this, and this. Plus, you had a bunch of lasers, too. Anyways, fucking crazy, but cool as shit. Al Snow and Landstorm pick up the victory from a snowplow, and that's the end of this show. This match is shitty all because of Sunny. Sunny's awful. I can't demonstrate her botch any better than what I stated. Oh, baby. Anyways, this show's okay. The match is awful. 2 out of 10. 5.2 out of 10. We get to see a whole bunch of shit. 27-minute slugfest between RVD, Too Cold Scorpio. We get Taz and Bam Bam Bigelow beating the piss out of each other. We get to see Nicole Bass's titty pop out. It can't be Jenna Jameson. It can't be fucking Beulah. It can't be Francine. It has to be Nicole Bass. Fucking titty pops out. And we get to see fucking Al Snow and fucking this all over the place. You like that? You like that? You like that? You like that? 5.2 out of 10. I'll catch you next time for WCW's Uncensored. Sunny does not deserve to be in the ring. She's awful. Thank you. Fuck you. Goodbye. Fuck Sunny and her. Fuck everything about her. She sucked. Goodbye.